Up next, the Trail. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Clippers, Patrick Beverley out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Oturu in at the power forward. Covington's shot is off. And here they come. Shoots from the high post. And that one is good from Zubac. And Doris, tonight, two experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out.
And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
Now, here's Lillard. That one good for two.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Morris outside. Here's Oturu. Here's Zubac. Pass to Oturu. He kicks it to Beverley. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lillard with the bucket.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Powell against Beverley. Here's Morris. Nurkic with the steal. And it's sent back by Leonard. And here we go again. The Clippers on the break. Beverley wide open. No good on the three. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Here's Beverley, following the score by Damian Lillard. To the paint, here's Leonard. Lays it up off the glass.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. And the pass to Nurkic. Back to Powell. Trailblazers moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get on. Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
Wow. And you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Now here's Beverley. Pass to Leonard. And the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got his second basket.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Left side, Covington. Down low, Leonard with the steal. And they're running. Oturu, the pass to Beverley, out to the right wing. Inside. Here's Oturu. That misses off the backboard.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. Luke Kennard comes in for Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Here's Simons. He feeds it to Cantor. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Leonard. Finished off the break. Leonard's got 6.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Here's Simons. A putback and staying with the play, Anthony.
You know, you have to like the activity from your superstar. Anthony staying involved even off the basketball.
Rondo looking over the floor. Passes to Oturu. To the inside. Kennard. Portland grabs the miss. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And the powerful one-handed slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
From deep, George. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Clippers. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Derek Jones. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point. 4 on the shot clock. From about 16, that's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, Melo has made a name for himself with his mid-range game, and you could see why right there.
Pass to Cousins. Here's Mann to the middle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one's on Anthony. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite too, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. Back to Lillard. Dishes to McCollum. There's the pass to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 9 points.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
Jackson dishes to Cousins. It's tipped, but he gets it back. Over Kanter. No good from Cousins.
Defensive positioning so important, and he could not have played him better there.
McCollum finds Kanter. Back to McCollum. There's the 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
Jackson passes to Batum. Over Anthony. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Cousins, and Marcus Morris subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Now here's Jackson, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Zubac. Kicks to George. The 10-footer. And that's good off the glass that time. George has got his first points in this one.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Lillard from outside. No good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Tries to save it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubas. And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Lillard. Now here's McCollum. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Hollis-Jefferson with it. Leonard's there. Powell with it. It's McCollum on the wing. With the putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now here's Zubas. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half of the game. George dishes to Morris.
We know that Robert Covington made his way into the NBA as a rotation player with his defense. Wow, is he good at using that length and quickness.
He's off on that one. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Leonard finds Morris. Throws down the alley-oop slam. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now McCollum. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 5 on the clock. Powell, the pass to Covington. Here's Hollis-Jefferson. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. And you think about how Kawhi Leonard is able to dominate from the wing position at both ends of the floor. And that does it for our half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Batuma's out there with Morris. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Count it. Good. Lillard's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Portland.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Now here's Beverley. Cousins finds George. Back to Cousins. Nurkic with the block. McCollum up top, defended by Beverley. Covington passes to McCollum. Lillard from outside. McCollum against Beverley. Passes it to Powell. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. McCollum kicks to Powell. There's the dish to Covington. Just 4 to shoot. And McCollum puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. McCollum's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. Lillard against Beverley. At the top of the key, Cousins. He dishes it to George. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Yeah, put it in Powell's vicinity, and he will finish with authority. That's nice.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Clippers trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Cousins dishes to George. Will it go? It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
And Portland making a change here. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. Little, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. George passes to Kennard. Over Jones. Excellent D that time from Jones.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And he recovers it. Now here's Little, defended by George. Pass to Simons. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Now here's Jones. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Anthony. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
The pass to Oturu. Here's Mann. Kennard kicks to George. Pass to Oturu. Puts it up from 12. Man, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now here's Jones. Outside Anthony. Passes it to Cannon. Here's Simons. Three-pointer. Left side Jones. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And George kicks to Kennard. Over Anthony. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Pass to Mann. The shot's good on the assist by George. Mann's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
Now the pass to Cannon. Can they get it? And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of this.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Well, to me, guys, you've got to know who you are. And Enes Kanter has a great sense of what he does well. Excellent low post game, superb rebounder, understands how to use his body. I love this guy.
Morris. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got... Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. A 2-point game on the court for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in at the 2 spot. Now here's Leonard. After the miss from Damian Lillard. And that one goes out of bounds. Pass touched by Lillard. Beverly against Lillard. Pass to Zubac. Shakes him.
And they've fallen completely out of sync here offensively. I'm not seeing nearly the same movement or flow that we saw in that first half.
The Trailblazers shooting reasonably well, 45%. Lillard outside. Passes it to Simons. Clock at 6. Right side, Covington. Lillard outside.
And after getting off to such a good start offensively in that first half, haven't been quite as efficient here in the second.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Now here's Beverly. Pass to Leonard. The pass to Zubac. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 4. Lillard way outside and finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
To the left side wing. From outside the arc, it's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
And here's Leonard. Morris outside. Here's Zubac, and he comes up with the deuce.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Lillard against Beverly. Pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. Pass to Simons. For 3. And it's Lillard missing. Clippers trail by 7. And Leonard gets it to go.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Lillard surveying the D. Covington kicks to Lillard. And no good. Great D that time from Batum. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard from the restricted area. Turn the lights out.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. Now, here's Kanter. Following the miss by C.J. McCollum. The shot by George, wide open. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Jackson against Lillard. Up again. Good.
I tell you, this guy might not be the first option, but give Hollis-Jefferson credit. He stays prepared for the big-time moments.
Jackson kicks to Cousins. Pass to Morris. Back to Cousins. Dishes it to George. It's good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Pulls it from the elbow. The putback, it's in!
But how about the persistence from Hollis-Jefferson? He's keeping possessions alive with his activity.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Cousins against Cantor. The pass to Morris. Here's George. To the inside. Cousins. No good. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. They're double checking, and the game continues on.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Rajon Rondo. He's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Luke Kennard out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Oturu in at the 4 spot.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Powell, the pass to Covington. Back to Powell. 6 to shoot. Left side, Covington. Lillard outside. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Zubac.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
George is checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverly comes in for Rajon Rondo.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Here's Lillard on the mark with the 15-footer. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Pass to Zubac. He kicks to George. And George with the stuff.
Boy, you have got to love the energy Paul George is playing with. Throws the hammer down.
Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. Lillard on top, defended by Beverly. Powell for 3, and the 3 ball is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Norman Powell on the big-time delivery.
Passes it to Beverly. Zubac with it. Kicks it to George. The shot comes out, so the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lillard with it. He dishes it to Cantor. Back to Lillard. From 17 feet out. Got it.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. George double team. Now Cousins. From the corner. They grab their own miss. Zubac. Cousins finds Beverly. Anthony against George. Beyond the arc. No good from three-point territory. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They had to scrape and... That's a look at our setting tonight. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
And the Clippers starting five. We've got Kawhi Leonard. He's out there with Patrick Beverley. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Oturu in at the 4 spot. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Chris Middleton is out there with Holiday, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3 spot. Here's Holiday, plays it up and banks it in. The break fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
And that one, good.
That's a pretty impressive finish for Montrezl Harrell.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. Passes to Giannis. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Antetokounmpo, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now here's Middleton. 4 on the clock. Puts up a 3. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And Giannis pushing it up. No one back to the goal.
Yeah, look out!
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
with confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Leonard, no luck.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. Think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
And here's Beverly. Got a piece of it. Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Clippers with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. Pass to Zubac. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the feed to Leonard. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And now the fast break, Middleton with the ball. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Holiday.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Leonard inside. Antetokounmpo defending. Leonard, no luck.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
The shot by Middleton. Wide open. That's a great dunk.
Freakish.
Man overboard.
Wow.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Now here's Leonard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Hits it from 3-point range.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
And against the basket, officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. A different look for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Chris Middleton.
I don't know if Drew Holiday's an underrated player, but he certainly is underappreciated with the way he can go at you as a two-way guy. He can score, and he can also guard positions 1 through 4.
Forbes dishes to Holiday. Back to Forbes. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Front past the arc. And it's Connaughton missing. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, how about Cousins out in transition? The big guy running the lane and showing the little guys how it can be done.
Antetokounmpo. That's a two-pointer. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Jackson is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Batum in at the power forward. Here is Forbes. The Clippers getting the bucket. Here's the three. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing here by 8.
I mean, with just how dominant he can be scoring inside and outside, to have that kind of vision, wow, what a complete center.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Portis. Kicks it to Tucker. Portis against Cousins. Portis drives in, and he gets the bucket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And there's the pass to Cousins. Nice move. He lays it in. Cousins has got 6 points.
A boogie on the inside just causes problems defensively. I mean, it's incredible what he can do.
Forbes the pass to Nwora. Now Tucker. Bucks passing it around. From deep. They get it again. Portis. And Tucker kicks to DiVincenzo. Buries the long-range jumper. DiVincenzo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Clippers trail by 9.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Here's DiVincenzo. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. DiVincenzo finds Portis. Passes it to Nwora. Cousins against Portis.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Cousins, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Clippers trail by 9. Rondo looking around. Left side, Batum. To the paint. Stolen by Jackson. And now Batum pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Here's Rondo. And he makes good on the layup.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Milwaukee leading by 7. 1:11 left in the first half. Back to DiVincenzo. Batum with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Jackson's got the ball. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. The Bucks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Forbes the pass to DiVincenzo. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. The Clippers also changing it up. Man's checked in, and it's Paul George in for Reggie Jackson. Inside, and to Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Middleton for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Feeds it to Batum. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo dishes to Giannis. Back to Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. And the Bucks miss again. Left side, George. Here's Batum. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And all right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 8 points, 2. That's all for now.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at DeMarcus Cousins in this game, he has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
At the forward spots, it's the 2 Antetokounmpos, Thanasis and Giannis. Holiday out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Lopez in at the center. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's George. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George. Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. High, arcing shot. Here's Beverly. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. And the dunk by Giannis.
That's fun to see the handles coming out there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, how do you stop a near 7-footer who's got some dribble skills like that?
Lopez with the block. They retain possession. George against Middleton. The second chance effort.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Giannis. Here's Connaughton. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back.
What a play by Leonard there. Gets up the court so fast, and nothing's going to stop him from finishing strong.
Milwaukee in the lead. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. The kick out to Lopez. Connaughton passes to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A different look for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in front of Kumbo, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Now, here's George. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Beverly kicks to Zubats. Dishes to George. Back to Zubats. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. The Clippers rebound for the lead. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Chris Middleton recognizing the transition opportunity and taking off down the court to get ahead of everybody.
1:15 left in the third quarter of the game. George with the ball. Pass to Beverly. Back to George. Right side, Leonard. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Bucks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Kennard against DiVincenzo. The pass to Portis. The Clippers grab the miss. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
So it's the Bucks now after the Clippers pick up 2. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Tucker's got his first basket.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Jackson passes to Oturu. And he converts the layup. And the Clippers lead by 1. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
And we just finished the third quarter and we've got a tight ball game here. The Clippers on top. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Rajon Rondo. He's out there with Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the small forward position. Here's man, and it's good for 2.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
DiVincenzo finds Portis. The shot's good.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Passes it to Morris. Just 5 on the clock. Now the Bucks moving it up, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Forbes, and he overshot that one, missing. The Clippers in the lead. Kennard, the pass to man. It's deflected and stolen by DiVincenzo. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Forbes, guarded by Jackson. Goes up on the wing. Forbes can't get it to go. The Clippers shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by George. Cousins has got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Leonard inside, defended by Middleton. Leonard kicks to Beverly. It's George on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Zubac. And Lopez pulls it down. Bucks trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
How about that shot by Middleton? Doesn't matter where it is in the game, he'll take that shot.
Beverly looking around. Pass to Zubac. He dishes it to George. And that'll be 2 free throws. The coach's challenge has been issued. This game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
1:09 left here in the fourth quarter. It's Solomon to Kumbo. A finish, and the dunk by Giannis.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Clippers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. The pass to Zubac. George against Middleton. Now, here is George. Defense right on him. Great D that time for Middleton. Antetokounmpo passes to Giannis. Back to Antetokounmpo. George against Middleton. Shot clock at 5. Lopez. It falls.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. George looking over the floor. Shoots the 3. Misses the tray. Leonard kicks to George. Trying to get something going. Misses the 3. So a close game, Steve. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. And the Blazers couldn't have looked any sharper as they came through the tunnel. Every home short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide-open man.
Powell finds Lillard. And that one, good.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. And here's Holiday. The pass to Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. First quarter, just over a minute played. Nurkic, the shot, no good. Good D by Lopez.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Here's Middleton, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Lillard again missing.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
And the dunk by Giannis.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Now here's Lillard. And it's McCollum in the corner. Back to Lillard. 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And McCollum launches it from deep. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Holiday. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Middleton on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. Offensive rebound, Bucks. That shot misses. Trailblazers trail by 6. And a wide open look for McCollum. The three-pointer off the mark. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. It's tipped. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Shoots. The shot's good from Lopez. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Offensive rebound. 1:06 left in the first quarter of the game. On the wing, DiVincenzo. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Look, I love to see more of this for Lopez. He has the size to be a force on the glass.
Lillard with it. 5 points in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Holiday, the pass to Tucker. And Holiday kicks it to Tucker. 5 to shoot. Here's Portis. And that one hits back iron.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Here's Simons, guarded by Holiday. McCollum right side. Yep, that one goes in there. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Milwaukee. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
They've got Enes Kanter. Anthony is out there with Jones. Then it's Little. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Anthony finds Jones to the left wing. Here's Little. Rebounded by Tucker.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you don't even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Nice spin off the left rim and in. Portis has got 4 points in the quarter.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And it's Simons missing. Milwaukee leading by 10. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here is Forbes. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Here's Nwora. Pass to Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Forbes the pass to Nwora. The 15-footer. Portland grabs the miss. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Lillard's checked in. The Trailblazers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Passes to Kanter. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Middleton. He dishes it to Giannis. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Three-pointer, Lillard hands it from downtown. Lillard's got 8.
Well, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
There's the pass to Tucker. He kicks to Forbes. Back to Tucker. Deflects the pass. And it's in there. Tucker's got his second bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the half. Lillard against Teague. Back to Lillard. Shoots it. And again, it's Portland converting.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Makes it off the glass. He's got 9.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Cantor kicks to Lillard.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Teague with the ball. Cantor covering. Antetokounmpo dishes to Tucker. Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Down low, Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Here is Forbes. Portland making their last shot. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Damian Lillard. Teague for 3.
Well, it's great to see Lillard working on his defense. A part of his game that...
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At one stretch in the opening period, they...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. Trailblazers trail by 10.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's McCollum, following the basket by Chris Middleton. High post try, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
And the Bucks with possession here, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. And the Bucks lead by 12.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Pass to Simons. Pass to Nurkic. Shoots from 12. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. to Holiday. He feeds it to Giannis. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Dishes it to McCollum. Kicks to Powell. Nurkic. It's good on the putback.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Holiday looking for an opening. Now the pass to Middleton. With the shot. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Covington passes to McCollum. The 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Middleton inside the three-point line, and the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Lillard's checked in for Portland. And then for Milwaukee, Bobby Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Lillard from deep three-point land. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And he makes that one. Holiday's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Here's Portis following the score by Damian Lillard. Holiday, the pass to Lopez, and stolen by Lillard. 41 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. They've led by as many as 14 points. Middleton on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Portis can't get it to go. Covington against Holiday. Here's Nurkic. And the lead is down inside single digits. Nurkic has got 6 points.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Milwaukee holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. We've got Damian Lillard. Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Little in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's DiVincenzo after Enes Kanter's basket. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Stolen by Kanter. And now Portland on the break. And Jones slams it in.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Here is Forbes. Outside Portis. Back to Forbes. Offline with his three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Simons, he's checked in for Lillard. The Bucks also changing it up. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Simons. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Simons. Shot clock at 3. Lobs it up for Cantor. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's DiVincenzo. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And an incredible display of awareness there. Giannis, a great read on the defensive end and understands this team wants to run.
Now here's Cantor. Now here's Little. Passes it to Simons. Inside. Cantor's shot is off.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Now here is Holiday. Not a lot of room. And he gets it to go. And it's an 8-point Bucks lead.
An intense competitor. It's clear that Holiday enjoys going hard at the defense and finishing on it.
Here's Simons, and it's Anthony at the elbow. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Nurkic finds Lillard. From deep, just 5 to shoot. Portland with a new 14. That one goes in. Covington's got his first 2 points.
And it's clear Covington isn't bashful. He welcomes any opportunity he gets to score inside.
Covington with the steal. Lillard outside. DiVincenzo against McCollum. No good from outside. Bucks leading by 6. Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. Back to Giannis. Covington with the steal. McCollum against DiVincenzo. Kicks it out to McCollum. 1:21 left to play in the final quarter. Clock at 6. And that one's good. Lillard.
Clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
Giannis against Covington. Giannis right side. Let's go. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Now Lillard. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. It's good. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the middle. They get a hand on it. Stolen by McCollum.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Oh, well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but just wasn't enough.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. The shot by Holiday, no good. Lillard from deep three-point land, good.
His three-point shooting is an important part.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Morris, Patrick Beverley out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Oturu in at the 4. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Clippers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And now Portland on the break. McCollum finds Nurkic. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. That's a 2 from Lillard, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
And the pass to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. And it's rebounded by Covington. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Pass to Lillard. Launches it. He's looking for McCollum and finds him. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Outside Leonard. To the inside. And the basket by Oturu.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Beverly against Lillard. He dishes it to Covington. Lillard outside. Over Beverly. Keeps it alive. And Covington stays with it.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now here's Beverly. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubats. Back to Leonard. Count it.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Passes it to Powell. And there's the pass to Nurkic. Shoots over Zubats. Hits. Caught that one from Nurkic.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Pass to Leonard. 1:49 left in the first. And it's sent back by Lillard. Powell, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Charity stripe shot. It doesn't go for him. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Lillard surveying the D. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
56 seconds left here in the first quarter. And the basket by Lillard.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And, boy, he can strike at any time.
Leonard against McCollum. Morris outside. Pass to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
And an excellent pass by Morris. A guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
Now here's Powell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And they pick up 2.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
The Clippers trail. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Leonard against McCollum. 12 seconds left to play in the first. 6 to shoot. The 8-footer. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got C.J. McCollum, Anthony out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Simons in at the point guard position.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Kanter, the pass to McCollum. He kicks it to Anthony. Lobs it up for Kanter. No good there. Clippers leading by 3. Outside, George. Pass to Patterson. Crafty move. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. From downtown, Patterson can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Anthony kicks to Jones. The pass to Kanter. Back to Jones. From about 16, Cousins pulls it in. Clippers leading by 4. Here's George. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
6 feet out, and it's in off the backboard. Little's got his first points of the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Now, here is George. Defense is right there. Los Angeles with another miss. The Trailblazers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Simons. And Kanter throws it down.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Jackson dishes to George. Back to Jackson. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Jackson passes to George. And here is Patterson. Back to George. Over Kanter. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Jones kicks to Kanter. Back to Jones. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Shots good by Anthony.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Outside, George. Floats it up for Cousins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
A great play call, perfectly in rhythm, ending with the powerful flush by Cousins.
Simons the pass to Little. 34 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside Anthony. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's Simons missing. Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Lillard way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 9.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
And that's it for the first half of action. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end. And that should...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Oturu in at the 4. Fires, high post. Nurkic, great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
On the wing, Morris. Here's Oturu. Covered by Lillard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Damian Lillard. This is his first free throw of the game. He hits both from the stripe. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. They trail by 1. Pass to Powell. Beverley against Lillard. Kicks it to McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got the lead up to 2 now for Portland. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Beverley, the pass to Leonard. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Powell with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. Trailblazers keep it alive. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Clippers' ball. Here's Morris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Leonard dishes to Batum. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Batum's got his first bucket in this one.
This is why you love to run the offense through Leonard. have to play him to score. That opens up passing lanes.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Portland again missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Three-pointer, Lillard. Covington kicks to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. Doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Morris passes to Leonard. Batum dishes to Morris. Pass to Kennard. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Outside, Jones. 1:16 left to play here in the third. Anthony kicks to Little. Cantor trying to free himself up. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Little. Jackson looking it over. Outside Leonard. There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Simons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Down low. Here's Cantor. Banked in off the glass. Cantor's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Cantor's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. For Los Angeles, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender in rebounding.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Clock at 4. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Passes it to Cantor. Here's Simons. Off on that one.
An all-defensive first-teamer. Beverly once again.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Clippers lead by 3. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Lillard against Rondo. Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Dishes it to Jones. Rondo against Lillard. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Zubac.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Rondo with it. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He wants them to work for more easy baskets in transition. He said, the moment we take possession of the ball, I want us to attack. If there's nothing there, then you can pull it back out and run the offense. Kevin?
Foul for three. No good on that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. There's the pass to Cousins. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Nasir Little picks one up.
You know, when we talk about DeMarcus, we talk about his temper, but also his relentlessness on the offensive end, unmatched.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Little. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard from deep three-point land. No good again that time.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
George finds Jackson. Now Cousins. And it's Portland with the rebound. Covington's got 4 rebounds in this game. Oh, Covington in position. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Morris comes in for Luke Kennard. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. They get it back. Here's Zubac, and he uses the glass on the layup. Zubac has got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there. Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip-in.
Rondo looking over the floor. Nobody near Leonard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Rondo passes to Batum. Fires from deep. Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers trail by 12. Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
1:06 left in the game. Scooped up. Morris kicks to Leonard. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And the Clippers lead by 13.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Clippers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
Outside Leonard launches a three, but they'll get another chance. That shot, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
So smart in these situations. Love how Covington often picks the correct route to run.
Rondo kicks to Zubac. Jacks up a three. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one
it's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
A three from Leonard. Powell pulls it in. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance, and he banks in the layup.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over, and they'll have some minutes to make up for it with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. At the forward spots, it's the two Antetokounmpos, Thanasis and Giannis. Chris Middleton is out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5. And for Los Angeles, we've got Patrick Beverley. He's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Oturu in at the 4. And the rejection by Giannis. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Here's Beverley. Tries again. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Now, here's Antetokounmpo, and no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Passes it to Oturu. The pass to Leonard. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Beverly against Holiday. Bounce pass from Beverly. Leonard inside. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
Holiday looking over the floor. Shot clock at 6. And yes, it's good.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Beverly with the ball. Pass to Oturu. Kicks it to Morris. Pass to Oturu. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Oturu's got 5 now. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 3-point game. Passes to Antetokounmpo. Middleton against Leonard. Up again. He can't get that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Here's Oturu. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo is an excellent penetrator. Moves as a man much smaller would. I mean, this guy's 7 feet tall with that kind of agility. Just finds ways to knife inside the lane and finish through contact. Really impressive.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Beverly against Holiday. Lopez outside. Middleton on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. The tray. And that's good. Chris Middleton for 3. And this game is tied up now.
Middleton has in the gym range, and he can make a challenging shot look really easy.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Here's Oturu, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 9.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's Middleton. Antetokounmpo inside. The layup off target. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Giannis right side. And the dunk by Giannis.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Outside Leonard. Zubac against Lopez. Zubac kicks to Beverly. Kicks it out to Leonard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Good if it goes. And that one released in time, but no good. Back right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Kennard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Jackson in at the 2. Kennard for 3. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Portis, the pass to Tucker. Low block shot on the way. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You've got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Paul George, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for the Bucks. Now here's Rondo. George looking over the floor. Kept alive. Cousins on the follow.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here is Forbes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Portis can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Cousins, no good. The Bucks trail. It's blocked.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum, really an asset in blocking shots.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And again, the Bucks miss. Los Angeles leading by 4. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jeff Teague.
Cousins driving with a real physical posture that time. The defender tried, but had to foul it.
Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Tim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Now the pass to Cousins. Lets it go with a 3. Unable to get that one. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Can they get it? And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on George.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And then for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Jeff Teague. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely. Now the dish to Patterson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Clippers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. That free throw good from Patterson. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. And Patterson drops them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Antetokounmpo is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Burns you with his scoring and passing ability.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Jackson dishes to Patterson. Lopez with the block. Here's Giannis. Morris with the block.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They're crashing the offensive glass hard, too. I mean, they've dropped in several second-chance baskets.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The Clippers getting the bucket. Dishes to Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Lopez has got his first points of the game. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. 6-point lead. Pass to Zubac. To the paint. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Patterson finds Jackson. To the right side. Pocket 6. Zubac, the pass to Patterson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Clippers lead by 8.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Here is Forbes. No points in the game yet for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Kennard, the pass to Patterson. On the wing, Jackson. And so it's Los Angeles. Hold. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by... And that'll...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Bucks trail by 8. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Tucker in at small forward.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Now here's Beverly. Pass to Oturu. And the rejection by Giannis. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris has checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Middleton up top. He's covered by Leonard. Back to Giannis. 7-foot shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Well, go figure is right. Now here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Cousins, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot. Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Leonard dishes to Morris, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Los Angeles shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Here's Beverly. Inside, Oturu. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Middleton looking it over. Giannis outside. Kicks it down to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lopez. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Passes it to Oturu. Antetokounmpo on the double team. Cousins, no one around him. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Back to the basket, facing up. Cousins can still score with the best of the bigs in the league.
Middleton against Leonard. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Leonard with the steal. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. The Bucks making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. Holiday against Rondo. Leonard on the wing. The pass to Oturu. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Brook Lopez.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Paul George, he's checked in for the Clippers. Bucks trail by 9. Outside Teague. Pass to DiVincenzo. And it's off from three-point range.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness. And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Back to Teague. Now here's DiVincenzo. To the middle. Here's Portis. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Outside Rondo. There's 45 seconds left in the third. 5 on the clock. Here's Oturu, defended by Portis. Bucks trail by 9. DiVincenzo passes to Teague. DiVincenzo against Rondo. It's Portis atop the key. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
Back to Jackson. Wide open look here for Zubac. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Kennard. Batuma's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Here's Portis. Offensive rebound. Forbes the pass to Portis. And it's good, 2 points. 6 points for Bobby Portis.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Pass to Zubats. To the paint. And here's Kennard. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And it's the Bucks on the break. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got it back down to single digits for Milwaukee.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Back to Jackson. Drops in the layup for two. And the Clippers lead by 11.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Forbes the pass to Connaughton. Fires for three. Milwaukee keeping it alive. The new 14. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Antetokounmpo. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Count that one. George has got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
You know, what you really like about Antetokounmpo is he wants to keep getting better. I'd say he's accomplished that and then some.
Holiday against Jackson. To the inside. Cousins. Milwaukee with the rebound.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Los Angeles leading by 13. And it's George finishing it off.
I tell you what, mind-blowing experience when you look at Paul George as a dunker. This guy makes alley-oops look easy.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
George against Middleton. George passes to Oturu. That one goes. Count it. Oturu's got 19 points.
Seeing George spread the wealth and picking up the assist, I think he's a better player when he's sharing the ball like that.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Outside, George. Lopez against Cousins. Lob pass to George. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Clippers.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
Here's Oturu. Antetokounmpo defending. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And that one drops for him.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
George, no good.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
George, no good. And it's the Bucks on the break. Middleton leading the charge. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
You've really got to tag Middleton in transition so you have a chance to get in front of him. You know, his speed and athleticism, a lot to deal with if you aren't concentrating on getting back.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's... And the starting lineups have concluded. So just welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward. Now here's DiVincenzo. Poke loose, Covington with the steal. From 17 feet out, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
That's the strength of Lillard's game right there. Gorgeous arc, too, on that jump shot. Up in the air a little bit more.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. Back to Giannis. And he lays it straight in.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there to go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Here's Lopez. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
Lopez close up and gets it done.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Jones, the pass to Nurkic. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Nice shot selection there. Nurkic finding a shooting window and making that one count.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Holiday. Back to Giannis. 5 to shoot. Trying to get open is Lopez. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Holiday.
Well, Giannis scores inside. One of the best in the business at getting his feet wet in the paint. And a strong feel for the attack that time.
Now here's Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Outside, Jones. He feeds it to Lillard. Over Holiday. The rebound by the Bucks. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Nurkic. McCollum against DiVincenzo. McCollum kicks to Covington. Kicks it out to McCollum. Nurkic trying to get open. McCollum no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. No good on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard finds Nurkic. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here they go. Here's DiVincenzo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Now, here's Tucker. Back to Portis. Shoots over Powell. Tries from the block. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. And so he hits both. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Cullen passes to Kanter. Portland moving the ball around. It's tipped. To stop the drought, he takes it up and lays it in.
Well, this is the area where Kanter can really unleash his offensive arsenal. Difficult guy to defend inside.
DiVincenzo passes to Portis. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Forbes. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Simons, the pass to Kanter. Here's Simons. Lobs it up for Anthony.
Well, Melo is not shying away from the offense. Imagine that. Never saw a shot he didn't at least want to take.
Got it off in time. The shot missing. And so it's Milwaukee in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis.
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague, and it's Forbes in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Giles checked in for C.J. McCollum. Portis can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 10. Down low. And Portland turns it over again.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Teague. Here's Milwaukee now. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And Middleton kicks to Forbes. 6 to shoot. Middleton, the pass didn't work. From deep three-point range. Milwaukee the rebound. And there's the pass to Forbes. And the Bucks miss again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Anthony dishes to Cantor. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
Here is Forbes. Up top, Portis. Feeds it to Tucker. Powell against Middleton. Here's Giles. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Simons. Here's Cantor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A coachable kid. Cantor uses that little up fake, causes the defender to overreact.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Lillard's checked in. Now here is Holiday. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Throws it up high.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Pass to Cantor. Back to Lillard. Inside. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Tucker. They push it up 4 on 3. Outside Holiday. Dishes to Lopez. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Trailblazers trail by 8. 1:51 left here in the second. Lillard the pass to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Pass to Giannis. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded by McCollum. Pass to Holiday. The dish to Giannis. Just 5 to shoot. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. He gets that one. Giannis has got 6 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play. And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Chris Middleton. Jones kicks to Lillard. Fires the 3. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
That's a nice shot from Damian Lillard. He feels like he can drain it just about anywhere and appreciates the fact that he's got that kind of range.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Trailblazers trail by 7. Here's the lob to Lillard, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
29 seconds left in the first half. Antetokounmpo looking it over. The pass to Holiday. Antetokounmpo against Covington. Shot clock at 6. Here's Middleton. Another miss by Middleton. That'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They have a nice 7-point lead. And that's all for now.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the small forward position. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's got 6. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Here is Lillard. He's got 7 over Holiday. Lillard misses. Here's the break. Oh, Middleton in position. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Lillard with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And the basket by McCollum.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Holiday against Lillard. Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. Middleton outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Giannis. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Holiday against Lillard. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Rebound, Milwaukee. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Holiday. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. And now a 9-point Milwaukee lead.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets that shot to go.
Now here's Lillard. 7 points in the game. Here's Covington. The shot from the low post is good.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Antetokounmpo against Covington. Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Tries from 16. Rebound by Nurkic.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Knocks down the 3 ball. And now it's just a 4-point Bucks lead.
CJ just so smooth and is a marksman from 3.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact. on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, that's going to help out the team.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Good work defensively by Jones.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And here's McCollum for three. Lopez grabs the board. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. And to Antetokounmpo. Yep, that one goes. Giannis has got 12.
They are just killing them on the interior.
McCollum kicks to Covington. Lillard looking around. He dishes it to McCollum. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Great look, but off the mark.
You love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Middleton can't get it to go.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Lillard fires away from way outside. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. There's the lob into the Kumbo, and the dunk by Giannis.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bucks ahead. They lead by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Powell, no one around him, misses the 3. Bucks leading by 5. Here is Forbes. Outside Portis. Goes up at the stripe. That one, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Passes it to Powell. Here's Giles. Defended by Portis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Bobby Portis.
Yeah, easy call.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And Milwaukee has possession. They've led by as much as 10. Forbes the pass to Connaughton. Back to Forbes. To the paint. Here's Nora. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Bucks lead by 5.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Simons. Tries from 10. Anthony on the wing. Lets it fly. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Milwaukee leading by 5. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Count the basket.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
The Trailblazers shooting well. They're at 45%. Here's Simons. Out to the right wing. From the arc. Offensive rebound.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Cantor also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Puts one up from 19. That one off the back iron and out. Trailblazers trail by 5. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Chalk up 2 there. Simons has got his first points in this one.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
The shot that time, not on target. It's Powell on the wing. Fast break, Milwaukee. There's the lob to Portis.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Simons, the pass to Giles. Back to Powell. To the inside. And it's Giles missing. And now we've got the intentional foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. 1:06 left to play here in the fourth. 4 on the clock. Middleton inside the three-point line. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Look at your watch. It's Lillard time.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Pass to Holiday. The feed to Lopez. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Lopez, no luck.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You can bet that's what they're looking for this late in the game. They need that 3.
McCollum, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.